How to move to Canada in 10 days with International Mobility Program. Want to work in Canada but don't know how to get a work permit? Check out the International Mobility Program, IMP, to see if you qualify. The International Mobility Program, IMP, takes advantage of bilateral agreements Canada has with other countries to give professionals the opportunity to find legal jobs in Canada. Canada is one of the few countries in the world that welcomes foreigners to their country and makes better plans before and after foreigners move to their country. A key benefit of the International Migration Program, IMP, is that Canadian employers are exempt from some of the requirements of the Temporary Foreign Worker Program. This will make it easier to obtain a work permit. And much faster. How does the International Migration Program work? The first thing to know when getting a work permit in Canada is that you usually need a job offer from a local employer. The problem is that Canadian employers must meet certain requirements before hiring non-resident workers. A major advantage of the IMP is that Canadian employers seeking to hire a foreign national do not need to apply for her LMIA, saving significant time and money. To qualify for this type of exemption, an employer must demonstrate that hiring a foreign national brings economic, cultural, or other competitive advantages to Canada and its citizens. If you don't want to risk your money on a Canadian visa, you should use a safer international migration program to get a work permit in Canada and a visa to enter Canada in less time. The International Mobility Program Canada is a special program that allows foreign workers to work temporarily with Canadian employers. These employers can hire foreign workers outside the labor market as part of their impact assessment programs. The International Mobility Program is only available to foreigners who want to work temporarily for their Canadian employer. Are you suitable for IMP? This program includes several types of foreign workers, including individuals coming to Canada with an open work permit, which can be used to work for an employer of choice, individuals entering Canada under an international trade agreement such as the Canada-US-Mexico Agreement, CUSMA, or the Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement, CETA. Individuals coming to Canada as part of an intercompany transfer. All her IMP vacancies must be made through the IRCC Employer Portal. To use the Employer Portal, Canadian business owners must first create a profile. Employers, when posting job advertisements, must provide potential foreign workers with all important information such as job responsibilities, educational requirements, experience, required wages and benefits. Employers will receive her ID number when placing a job offer. Foreign workers interested in work must provide this number when applying for a work permit. What happens next depends on whether the worker is already in Canada at the time the application is approved. Foreign workers receive a letter of introduction if they are not in Canada. This letter allows you to obtain a work permit at the Canadian Port of Entry. A new work permit will be issued if you are already in Canada or are in the process of applying for it upon arrival. Not available to permanent residents or foreigners currently residing in Canada. You must apply outside of Canada. What is the International Mobility Program, IMP? The International Mobility Program, IMP, is one such solution that Canada has adopted to hire foreign workers to fill vacancies and provide temporary employment opportunities for all skill levels. Through the International Migration Program, IMP, Canadian employers can hire foreign workers on a temporary basis without first applying for a Labour Market Assessment, LMIA, as long as it serves the cultural and economic interests of Canada. Educational qualifications such as a master's degree or BSc are not required, IELTS not required, no Labour Market Impact Assessment is required. International Mobility Program Canada prerequisites. There are currently no eligible for International Mobility Program requirements. Only your prospective employer will determine the requirements for the position you wish to pursue in Canada. Qualification for this position automatically qualifies you for the International Mobility Program. Always keep an eye on the job requirements to make sure you are eligible for the job before you start applying to the International Mobility Program. Information is very important when it comes to immigration to Canada. So, you should take the time to get all the important and necessary information you need to know before you start migrating to Canada in 2022. With the correct information, the process will be easy and straightforward regardless of which program you use to immigrate to Canada as a student or worker. The International Migration Program is one of the best and easiest ways to immigrate to Canada. No IELTS, educational qualification or other criteria required. All you have to do is qualify for the job posting. Your prospective employer continues the process in Canada by submitting your job posting to the Canadian Employers Portal today and going through the required foreign worker recruitment process to place an order.